Evening.
Yes, yes,
Well,
yes.
welcome to another episode of Dissect. Of course, I go by the name of Novelist.
And I am Jewel.
We are your guests and your hosts for the
Yeah,
evening. So,
yes.
gonna, I guess, discuss a few things and have a little fun, I guess.
Yeah.
Uh, our guest couldn't make it tonight, so hopefully we um get him later on, at some other date or something.
hmm
Um, Yeah, it's been one of those days. Before I start, I want to say RIP to two of my friends that I've lost within a month. Mr. Steve, I call him Graphics in the Mix. Rest in peace. That guy played a huge part in me performing in Dominica before Clockers. Before the first stage I went on Dominica, he was the DJ, and he was the first one to say, "Don't get off the stage. You have to do something else." And so rest in peace to him. And of course, another friend of mine that passed earlier, last month, but not even like a month apart. Rest in peace to my boy Alpha, Bullseye, all known as Malad. So yeah, it's been that
Rest
type
in
of day, man.
peace. Peace. Yeah.
Yeah. And we lost a legend in Dominica too. Um he goes by the name of Halibut. A lot of elderly people would know him covers
hmm
for his music. So rest in peace to him too. Yeah, Dominique lost a legend today, man. So
So Halibut, what was his role? Like what he
he was a lead vocalist. He sang songs like Simplify Yourself and like so many songs. Like what I should have done earlier is actually I should have gotten one of the songs on here so we could have played, but
Okay. Well,
yeah, but he was a lead vocalist. I can't tell you what year the band was created, but I know for sure he did perform even after the band was
which
no more.
band are you referring to? I'm
I
not familiar.
want to say the wrong name. I want to
Oh
say
gosh.
I want to say, you know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna say because I want to say
Okay.
I want to say Bell's combo, but my mind is trickling on something else. But yeah,
Okay.
I think that's the name.
Maybe somebody in the comments can tell us what the band is. Maybe they know.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah. All right. Well,
yeah,
rest in peace to the important people in your life that were very important and played very instrumental.
yep.
Yeah, homage to them.
Oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, yeah, let's get to it, man. Bipolar weather as usual in this crazy country. Been getting a lot of people.
hmm
Um, I almost felt like I was coming out with something, but I usually block those things really fast. We
hmm
went from spring weather to like deep weather, winter, like deep winter weather.
Yeah, I
Crazy.
literally yesterday I was doing something in my office. I
Mhm.
looked out the window and I noticed it started to snow.
Right,
And then I probably took maybe half an hour. I
right.
looked back outside and it was the streets were
Crazy.
covered with snow. The grass was covered, no green, can't see any green. It was basically a snowstorm.
Yeah.
And then by the time I was going home, it was gone
Oh wow. Well, for
in the
me it
night.
was. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's in the night.
Oh, okay. For me, it was the total opposite, and we
hmm
live in the same city. So I left Toronto. I do the Kingston run every Fridays, right? So I left
hmm
Toronto. There was no snow, nothing, and then I want to say around 7:30. No, it couldn't have been that early. Maybe around 8 o'clock, 8:30 ish. My daughter called me. She's in Hamilton. And she's
hmm
like, "Oh my God, she should have came to Toronto the day before because it's pretty much a snowstorm." And I'm like, "Huh?" Because where I am is dry, like
hmm
nothing at all. I went the whole day. Then I had people call me and, "Hey man, how you doing over there?" I'm like, "I'm good." Like, "Yo man, it's storming down here." I'm like, Nah, there's nothing up here. It's dry.
Yeah.
Around 2:30, yo, I came out of the truck. I went into the building. I must have sat in the building maybe like 15 minutes talking to the guys in the building. I came back out. I was like, did I
Snowstorm.
did I
Yep.
go for a wrong door or something?
Yeah.
Man,
That's
this place is crazy.
bipolar it is. Yeah.
It's bipolar. Oh, I think we got a message. Maybe that would tell me the band. Halibut was, yeah, Bell's Combo, I guess. Yeah, Bell's Combo was the band. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
All
but that
right.
was, yeah. So that was yesterday, and today I don't know what's going on today. It's dry, it's cold, it's all types of crazy stuff. But anyway,
Yeah. Well,
th-
I was. It is what it is. It's. This is Canada. You know how the song goes.
yep, blame Canada.
That's it. Well, I've seen snow in April before, so
Yeah.
so
Mm,
it's nothing new for us, and even May. So yeah, it
yeah.
is what it is.
It was a few years ago. It was in June. I was walking into the grocery store and there was like hail for like maybe like a good 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah, in the middle of June. I was like, what the heck? Yeah, so this is Canada.
it
Crazy.
is exactly.
Yeah,
You know
man.
what? I wanted to talk about our guest from last week just a little bit because I'm still a little bit blown away by her.
Oh,
Her dad communicated with me this week.
all right.
One blessing. So last week, for the viewers that are on, if you weren't on last week, you missed a really great episode with a little girl.
Yep.
I want to say she's about 7 years old. We didn't ask her
No.
age. I didn't ask her parents.
Hmm.
Um, she is really, I wouldn't say super talented, but very brave,
Yeah.
very confident, and one day she's going to be super talented,
Oh yeah, for sure.
So it was nice to have her on, very refreshing.
Yeah. Yeah, she's she's definitely hyped up within it.
Hmm.
And yeah, very confident, right? So
Yeah.
that's good to see kids like that though. Cause unless and the family support, we saw that. Right. So
Yes.
as long as these two support her, mom and dad, which is like the most important,
Yeah.
sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Sky's the limit. So, I'm glad you brought that up. Because
Hmm.
it's I wasn't thinking of about one blessing or anything, but I was just thinking throughout the week, like talent within family and
Hmm.
talent within family. Sometimes in your family member probably have a talent that we all recognize it, but we just choose not to support it at all. you know Case in point, like me, when I was a kid, if I had the support that um one blessing is getting, or even J Fire,
Yeah.
Kai would have been the limit, right?
Hmm.
But I was told, you don't have to make noise in the house, you don't have to rap.
Yeah.
Like, I kept hearing that. So now
Hmm.
I have to go outside and do it. But now when I get on the radio and I get on the stage, oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's my cousin. That's my nephew. That's my,
Hmm.
you know what I mean? So it's like, nah, support the kids from young. Encourage them. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So when they go out there and they're actually doing their thing, they're not looking at you on stage and like, yeah, you're a damn hypocrite. Like, they're not looking at you. You know what I mean? They know you're always there. Then they in return, you know, um, support you and help you. And so
Yeah.
yeah, encourage family.
Well, sometimes I think I think it's like that a lot for is it for, I don't
Oh,
want to say our people. I
it
don't want
is.
to say
It
our
is.
people. But I mean, I don't have anything else to compare it to.
No, but we can
When
only,
I
okay. The best way to speak is to speak about what
yeah.
we know about us, right? So
Hmm.
what we can speak about. I'm pretty sure there's other cultures or the um, nations of people that do the same. I'm pretty sure we
Yeah.
can't be the only one. It's impossible, but we could only speak about what we know, right?
That's it. That's it. And my thing wasn't music, but mine was track and field.
Mm-hmm.
And um, I used to go to track meets a lot. Well, I guess you could say my mom supported me by encouraging me to run.
Right.
And there was one point where I wanted to run, like I was actually in line to train
Mm-hmm.
at York University, where a lot of the Olympians ran and my friends ran. And it was like, okay, I was working. So my mom's like, well, go buy yourself some cleats. And I was like, well, yeah, I can, but you'd think your mom would do these things for you,
Yeah.
but I had the means to do it. I had the resources for myself. So it was like, go buy yourself some cleats
Mm-hmm.
and go to York. But I wanted more support than just that,
Of
you
course.
know?
Of
So,
course. I think we all do. So, you know.
yeah.
The worst is when you were like the worst is when you're in a situation where you know that there is not necessarily a mom or dad, but you know there's a family member that's in that position to help you.
Yeah.
Right? In Dominica, we call it pull string. So hey, it is what it is. But
Yeah.
everybody else helps theirs to get on top. So why we gotta, crush ours instead of
Yeah.
motivate them? So
I don't think my mom ever came to any of my track meets
no,
or anything like that. But she knew I was running track. But
right.
anyways, she supported it by saying, continue. And then there was a point when she said, stop working out because you're gonna stunt your growth. You're a girl, you're not gonna have no breasts anymore.
Right.
You're just gonna,
Okay.
because I was really, really skinny. Remember? I was really,
I
really skinny.
remember. I remember.
He's like, stop working out, because I used to work out hard in the gym.
Right.
She'd be like, stop working out.
But
You're not gonna have, look like a female anymore. And I was like,
is that even true though? Like, is that
I
possible?
don't think so. But that was her theory, right?
Right.
Stop working out.
Oh gosh.
So, anyways,
My mom, rest in peace to my mom. My mom was supportive, um, in two ways. It's kind of weird. I think okay, my mom was supportive, period, but my mom was just tired of hearing me all the time, right? And anybody who knows me when I was, I don't know, 14 years old to probably 20, like the way you breathe is the way I rapped. Like everything was rap. So I could see people get annoyed with it. But I had occasions where um my mom would say she's proud of me. I remember I put on a function in Newtown, and the one person who believed me is Dale. The one person who actually supported me was Dale. Dale, that's in the background. Um, I wanted to put a I wanted to do a gig on the Newtown Highway, and everybody said it's impossible. They called me crazy and all types of things, and I pulled it off with Dale. Dale was my support, and my mom
Okay.
looked at me and she goes, "You okay?" I said, "Yeah. I think you're a madman, but I'm proud of you
Yeah. Yeah.
because I block up the people road." Another time she told me that I had Buju was in Dominica, and the crew had opened up for Buju, and my mom was right there when I got off the coming out of backstage, like I was going into the crowd, and my mom was right there to tell me, "Son, I am so proud of you," and
Nice.
came out of her eyes. So I knew she had, but she was still tired of me, like
Yeah. Yeah. And sometimes they don't understand it until they actually see it.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
we could go on for a long time about the support and different things. And I remember I was selling corn one time.
You're selling corn?
Corn, yes, I was. I still
Oh,
have
you're a
I
farmer
have a
now?
corn machine. I still have it. And I was doing this. I remember I was like, "What are you doing?" Like, she was like, "What are you doing? You have your education," and I still was working, but it
Right.
was a side gig.
Yeah, hustle.
And she was like, "What are you doing? You have your education. How could you be selling corns at festivals and stuff?" I said, "You know what? One day, just one day, come out and watch me sell corn and
Right,
see how much money I make."
right.
There were times when I would sell this corn, so much corn, that I
Mhm.
would just have a bag of money and
Right.
throw it under my bed. I didn't even have to count it because I know that I already made 5 grand.
Damn.
5 grand in a
Selling
day
corn.
selling corn. But
What?
it's a lot of work. But I did. At that time I was $5,000 a day making corn, selling corn.
Oh, bro, no,
Yep,
wait, no. We're gonna get into
yep.
this business this summer. What are you talking about?
It's a very lucrative business, but
Damn.
it's a business that it takes a lot of effort.
So, okay,
It takes a lot of effort.
so hold up. I'm interested in this. So where did you get the
I've
where did you get the
I've been
corn
into a
from
lot of
though?
different, and she came one day and she watched, and I remember that it was
Ah,
that day. I think she came to two events. She came when I did a jazz festival on the lakeshore,
mm-hmm.
close to, not downtown. It was more like almost by like Humber College.
Oh, okay.
Um, so I did one there. She came to that event. And through that, I get to meet people as well. I do a lot of networking.
Yep.
I do a lot of networking. And I met a few stars. And anyways, um, I did Grenada Day. And that was the day when I think I worked the hardest that day. Because the other ones were like Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh,
This
okay.
one just one day.
Mm.
You see, black people, they love corn.
Oh yeah.
They love corn. And the funny thing about, I'm putting it out there to everyone. Corn is GMO.
Yeah, it's not healthy
Corn
at all.
is not
It's
healthy for
not
you.
healthy at
So
all.
people always at the festivals, they go and they're like, oh, let's look for the healthiest option. And they
Mm.
think corn, because it's a
Off the
vegetable,
ground.
so,
Yeah,
right? It's from the ground. It's healthy. I'm sorry, but
it's not.
should I tell you, but it's not. It's modified. It's made in a lab and
And
whatever.
if you don't believe us, try eating corn. And after you release everything
Pass
from
it.
your pass it, look down and see what happens. It
Hmm.
the
Doesn't
same way it
break
went
down.
in, the same way it comes.
Doesn't break down.
Yep.
Yeah. But my point was that my mom supported me and she saw it, and I said, you see now why I was doing this? And she's like, yeah, I see. It's a lot of work, you
Yeah.
know? But now she's like my biggest supporter on Dissect and my
Right.
biggest
Oh yeah.
supporter on
My-
Minds in Motion. She's
Yep.
always there
Yep.
commenting. Tonight, I didn't send her the link. I
Right.
just, we don't have a guest, it's just us, but she's
Yeah, she's
one of our biggest
always
supporters.
supporting. So
Yeah.
good. But I'm interested to know. Okay, so
The corn?
we got to stick on this corn thing
Yeah,
for a minute.
so there was a lot of research. Anytime I have a business venture, there's a lot of research that goes into it. I actually bought the machine in the States. I had to get it shipped
All
from
right.
the States to here because they don't really make those over here.
Okay.
Canadians don't know how to make money. So
Okay,
it's
so hold on, wait. So
mhm.
what does the machine do?
So it's like a huge barbecue grill.
Oh, okay.
It's a trailer. So
Oh,
it
okay. So you have the
cooks the
corn on there.
corn.
Oh, okay.
It cooks the corn. I can do about 100 ears of corn
Right.
in 15 to 20
Yo, got
minutes.
some money
Fully cooked
this summer.
in the husk.
Listen. We can make some. So, and where do we get the corn from? Because
So the corn I used to buy it. So the corn I used to buy it at the food terminal, the Toronto food terminal down on
okay, yeah, on Queensway
Queensway.
there. Yeah.
But everything, obviously, you have to have a license. You have
Mhm.
to have you have to have a permit. You have to be certified by public health.
Right.
All of those things add up. It takes time to do those
Yeah.
things, but in the end, it's worth it.
Yeah, I will sell
Worth it.
corn.
Mhm.
You got the machine. Just say, "Hey, I'm
Yeah,
there."
I still have it. I still have it. I haven't sold it because I know the value of it.
Right.
And it's been a while
I
since I
know you
haven't
can
used
make.
it.
How much is the? Isn't that corn like $2? You buy a roast corn, or
So
I
I
five
used to
bucks?
buy the roast corn. No,
Yeah. How much you sell it?
at that time, which was like 2013, 2014,
Right.
I sold it for $3 for
Dang.
one. And then I said 3
Six.
for 1, 2 for 5. And
Mm,
then people thought it was the best thing ever. So they would buy, I had foil pans where I would
right.
just sell families of corn, like corn, lots of corn. And they'd go and come back. And what I did was, because there was a long line, what I did was I had someone going down the line selling the corn, give you a ticket. So you have to come back and redeem it.
Yeah. Sweet.
Right. So I didn't lose that customer.
You're a genius with it. You're a genius.
So it's just business venture that I
Yeah.
love to do business.
That's wicked. I like that.
Mhm.
I didn't know you could make so much money in corn, but damn,
Yeah,
that's
and
Crazy.
and now you can sell for $5
Yeah.
because
Yeah, of course. Everything is maybe even more, but yeah, you
yeah,
definitely could send $5 for sure. Wow.
yeah,
You touched something. I mean, I don't know where the show was gonna go tonight, to be honest. We didn't
yeah,
plan anything. Like,
yeah,
we could talk. And watching Minds in Motion, shoot, you could talk. Girl, I couldn't do what you're doing. I do this show, I don't think I could do what you're doing. On Minds in Motion?
yeah.
Ah, bro, I couldn't do that. That's a
So
lot.
at first, I think I must have said that to you guys too when I said, I don't know how I'm gonna talk for an hour by
By
myself
yourself.
without a co-host. Um, it's all about for me. I research the topic because they're topics that are near and dear to my heart. I'm passionate about working with youth. I'm passionate about working with families and the
Right.
topics that I talk about. That
Hmm.
I just do a little one, two, okay, this is the topic I need. Let me do some jot notes. And then I already have the knowledge in my head. And that's why they say education is power, right? Knowledge is power. And you can't take it out of my head, it's already in there.
Hmm.
So I just reel it out.
Right.
Just reel it out in an hour.
I like how you think that. Now I feel like, oh yeah, well, I could do that. I could talk music if I had to.
Yeah, you can.
I'm sitting there and I'm like your show is it's not like Dissect. Like it's very informative. Like you go there, you are guaranteed to learn.
Yep.
Like there's no way you're coming out of
Yeah.
emotions unless your brain is just duh. Like your brain is made out of rope or something. Like you will learn something. And I hope people learn something here on Dissect, but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
it's very informative and it's just information upon information.
Mhm.
And yeah, so kudos to you, man. You definitely holding it down. But
We have comments coming in. Wow, who is this? The love of Sadie. Oh, so let's put these comments up.
hmm,
All right, so we got one here. Miss Ontario is so moody. Yes, so that was back earlier. Miss Ontario, yes.
who's
Miss
Miss
Ontario.
Ontario?
No, no,
What?
no. Miss Ontario, the city, the province of
Oh, oh,
Ontario
oh, oh,
is
oh, oh, okay, okay,
yes,
okay. No, sorry.
very moody. Um, yeah, and we have corn on the
Corn on
cob.
the
Yes.
yeah, man.
So my business name was called Miss Huskers, and I had someone that we know. So Sadie, we had I don't know if you should know him. He draws. Oh my God, how come his name just left my head? Anyways, I'm going to think of it in a minute. But I had someone design a logo for me, and the logo was a corn husk, like a corn, and
Right.
then it had high heels on. So it was Miss Huskers.
That's
um,
tough.
yeah, so I still have my truck. I still have, so that's something you don't know about me, eh?
Yeah, I'm like, you sell corn? I'm like, where were you a
Yeah,
farmer? Where
still
was
have my
I?
truck. Still have my
But
truck. Still have my trailer.
all
Hmm.
right. That's what's up. Yeah.
One's body can't digest corn. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. But
That's right.
they have tricked us and said, hey, it's healthy for you. Um,
Hmm.
you know, man, damn. Okay.
So we were talking about, we just jumped from topic to topic.
No, we're jumping from topic to topic, but it's still within the same thing.
Yeah,
You said something earlier, and it goes back to like not really supporting, but well, yeah, I guess supporting and encouraging or whatever, right? Yeah, I wanted to ask, like, okay, I'm pretty sure well, you just described that you went through it. I know I went through it too. When you're younger, you're almost embarrassed to do
hmm,
certain things that will make money for you. I'm not talking like just acting stupid on the road, like, whole certain jobs.
yeah,
Like for for me when I was younger, um, the jobs would be the dirty jobs. Like you didn't
hmm,
want to do the dirty jobs. It's almost embarrassing. Like who wants to see you digging the road type of thing, right?
yeah,
Um, and you would see every other culture doing it, but for us, it's like, nah, bro. I'm not gonna. At the time when you're rocking your filas or whatever it is that you're rocking, you ain't trying to get those dirty. But then you grow up, and then you realize that man, money is money. You gotta hustle.
hmm,
And like for me, that came kind of at an early age, even though I was doing it, but still embarrassed to be working. You know what I mean? But what I was doing was giving me money. But
Yeah.
it's almost like I didn't want people to see me doing it.
Yeah.
Right. And
Yeah.
it just feels like this is something that comes from, I don't know if I should say society or parents.
I think comes from our parents. I'm gonna say that because from my own experience, like
Right.
me selling the corn was that's girl, you got an education, you have college, university degree. Like, what are you doing selling
Right.
corn?
Mm-hmm.
How could you? You know, you're above that. But it's not demeaning. It's legit.
Right. Yeah.
It's I'm not stealing from nobody.
Yeah.
It's something that's honest.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with me? So somebody has to sell the corn. Somebody has to
Mm-hmm.
sell the food. Somebody has to clean.
Yep.
You know,
That's
and
right.
that's the other thing. My cleaning business that I have in my mind.
That
I
I
think
know.
I mentioned that to you one time
That
too.
I know.
Yeah. So,
But
anyways, yeah, I agree with you. Like, I think I did have that in me where I was
mhm.
ashamed to do certain things as well. But then as time went on, I was like, yo, I enjoy making money,
Yeah.
and I know how to make it. And
Mm-hmm.
if this can make it, I'm gonna do it. And doesn't
Yep.
mean I have to do it all the time. I can relinquish that to someone else to do,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
Establish the business or whatever it is, and then give it to someone else to do.
Yep. So I had a
My business advice, yes. Remember I said something to you last night, Sadie, about your business idea? We said I mentioned something to you before I jumped off.
wow.
Yeah.
I've had um I've had two situations in my life that really stands out to me. And they both have to do with women and dirty work. Um I remember I went back to Dominica in in that 2001 or whatever it was, and I guess I was too much of a name to go work with the cable company and dig in to run fiber wires because I
Mm-hmm.
was novelist because I was on the radio. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
why am I digging the side of the road, right?
Mm-hmm.
Novelist likes money. Novelists want nice things. Novelists want
Yeah.
so a novelist is gonna go do what novelist has to do to get it.
Yeah.
So my girlfriend at the time decided, why are you doing this job? I'm like, because KFC was a big deal in Dominica at that time. Because then I could take you to KFC. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And it's like it became a problem because I worked on the side of the road. Right? I was making all the money on the stage, but I'm not on stage every day.
That's
Right?
right.
So found another hustle, and the hustle was working this company called Cable and Wireless at the time, and dig the side of the road and run fiber wires, which I did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then I had another situation. This was way before 2000 in Toronto. I got my first electrical job, and I remember at that time I was taking the train and everything. And I remember one time I was walking through Wilson Station as dirty as any construction guy you would see. And I just happened to, I don't know what came over me. I saw this pretty girl. I said hi. She responded to me. And I looked at myself after. I'm like, yo, did she not see how dirty I was? So then in my head, I'm like, how confident am I to be as dirty as I am to walk up to this girl, which is my age? She's not like a grown woman or anything, which was my age at the time, and get her number.
Mm-hmm.
And so many different things played in my head. After that day, I could tell you, man, if it's paying well,
Yes.
it
Yeah.
ain't gonna hurt me. It's not
Yes.
illegal. Holla.
You're right.
Yep.
I have something to kind of tack onto what you just said. Yes, Sadie, it was Sketch that did the drawing for me. Um, yes. So yeah, you were talking about speaking about meeting someone that looked dirty and grimy and whatever that
Mhm.
just came from work. So a friend of mine, we're gonna change the topic again. Watch this. So a friend of mine and I, this is when already like grown woman. I was probably in my either late 20s, early 30s.
Mhm.
And we went somewhere. Oh, we went to a restaurant, like not like a sit down restaurant. It was one of those West Indian restaurants to get something to eat after work.
Mhm.
And this guy approached us, and he approached my friend. So he wanted to talk to her. But he was in his work clothes. You can see he just came from work, right?
Mhm.
And then he's trying to talk to her, trying to holler at her. And she's like, what's this guy think? Like, look at me and look at him. Like, why would I talk to him? Like, he's all dirty and whatever. I said, are you dumb?
Mhm.
Like, anyways, he then proceeds to say, oh, I'm the owner. I own my own construction business.
Right.
And he pulls out his card to give her. And she's still saying no. I'm like, you're like, you judged the book before you knew who he was.
Mhm.
He owns his own business.
Yep.
Doesn't matter like what he looks like.
He's not
He's
dead.
not always gonna look like this. He could change
Not
his
dead.
clothes, you know.
Yeah, I mean.
You know? But it's just people's mindsets,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
That person's not good enough for me because they look like this. And it was you even judging yourself, saying, look at me, how could they talk to me? But it was probably she was thinking, I know he's gonna go home and look good when he take a shower, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there are vain women out there, or people
Mhm.
out there in general, I
Yeah,
should
man.
say,
Yeah, I
that
know.
just look at you for what you look like. I just came from work. Of course I'm gonna look like this. I
Mhm.
worked.
That's facts.
And that should be attractive to you because you see that I'm hardworking.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Get your priorities straight. But speaking of that, well,
Right.
I can say I did that one time. I judged this woman one time, but it wasn't nothing like we weren't trying to hit on each other. I don't think if the woman even saw me.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it was a black woman. We're at a store downtown Spadina. It was a black owned store. This is like a long time ago. And she just looked so not dirty, but just like the what they call those stores, the thrift store, like they have the old school. You can get
Uh-huh.
any old
Yeah.
school. So she
Yeah.
looked like that, like the old school type,
Yeah.
punk wear, I guess. And she came next to me, and I just kind of moved myself, like I didn't want her to rub up on me, type of thing.
Yeah.
And it was my cousin Brian and I. We jumped in our little Toyota Camry and we drove off. Got to the
Yeah.
rental. The lady pulls up in a brand new Jag. The lady rolls up in next to us in a brand new Jaguar. So I turn around
Yeah.
like that. I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" I don't judge people, eh?
Yep.
Not like that. You could be dirty. I don't know what's in your pocket. I don't know what you're capable of. I don't know who you are. And one thing I've learned in life living in New York City, the little white man you see that's wearing the just a plain Nike shoe and just
Mm-hmm.
sitting with their legs crossed, those are the millionaires.
Yeah.
Simple.
They're not buying the Pradas and the Gucci and this and that and
None of
that.
that.
Yeah, for me, like even when I see the shows come out, like Beyonce's here or
Mm.
whoever it is that's coming, I'm like, why am I going to their show?
Right?
I'm gonna go make them more rich and make me poor because I want to spend $500 to say I went to the Beyonce concert.
Yeah.
Nah,
I'm all right.
sorry, no,
It's
thank
gonna be
you.
it's gonna be on YouTube within 12 hours. When the concert is done, it'll be on YouTube.
That's it.
Yep.
Why am I going there? I'm not
That's
spending five hundred
crazy.
dollars.
That is
Fifty
crazy.
dollars, maybe,
Yeah.
maybe
But
100, but not 500.
yeah, no, definitely not. I mean, okay, things are expensive now. You don't get no $30 shows, especially not for an artist. So yeah, $100, cool, fine. But sorry. You know how long
Mm-mm.
it's taking me to make that money? Shoot. And they're making that by this in 45 minutes, this artist is performing. And I get it, you have a band to pay, you have this to
Yeah,
pay.
yeah,
But the artist doesn't do that. The promoter does that. So
that's right.
the artist gets whether they charge $1 million for this show, that is already covered.
Right.
Right?
Hmm.
That artist is coming on for 45 minutes to make $1 million. How much money do you make within an hour?
That's it.
Sorry, bro.
We had this whole my husband and I had this whole conversation about the whole even um Cartel when he was coming. How much
Right.
money is Cartel actually making? And it's the promoter that's making the money because it's not Cartel's show, it's the
No.
promoter that's bringing him
Hmm.
here, you know?
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is
I
coming
guess.
here. The
Yeah.
money made will always trump how we feel while making it if the money is right. Yeah, for
Mm-hmm.
true. For true.
Yep. When you're a fan, yeah, when you're a fan, I guess you. Well, listen, I'm a fan of music, so there's a lot of artists I like. I ain't gonna pay that money to see them. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I don't.
I'm
I mean,
sorry.
there obviously there's people that do it, and I look at these
Of
people
course.
like, wow, I know how hard I have to work to make this money, and I know what you're doing to make your money too. But
Hmm.
maybe they don't have responsibilities like I do.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. I'm like, they don't have, they could never have the responsibilities that I have to be spending that kind of coin on a show.
At the
But
end of, sorry, go ahead.
yeah, no, I'm saying, but that's to each his own, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I cannot. I don't blame the artists. Society is what society is. Everything is getting high in prices, so obviously, the artist needs more money because artists don't live. And I shouldn't just say artists. Like entertainers don't live a regular life like you and I. That some of us have Jaguars and Lexus and those type of things, but they have like Rolls Royce and mansions, and the bills are higher. That's what I'm
Hmm.
trying. So
Yeah.
I don't knock them for coming and charging what they have to charge because, they got to maintain what they got to maintain. But I, as a fan, also have to maintain what I got to maintain, which is my kids
Yeah.
and
No,
my
and as
insurance.
we already know, a lot of that is bought on credit as well. Let's
That,
just be
that's for sure.
honest.
Yeah,
Because, I've heard conversations, let's talk about actors and actresses. They're not paid
no,
as much as we think they are,
no,
and they're like, I don't know, a
I'll
few
tell you.
years back they had what did they have that strike, the Hollywood strike. Because they're not getting paid the money they think that people think they're getting,
Yeah.
right? Um, but
Well,
it's once you get to it's almost like once you get to a certain standard or status, you
yeah.
have to keep
You.
up with the Joneses, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you gotta look a certain way.
Yep.
But there are
That,
one or two that will be like, no, I came from this. This is what I know.
that.
I'm not gonna pretend that I have it when I'm not, when I don't have it. I think there's a footballer, a soccer player that has this. I don't know if he still has the same phone, probably not, but it was a cracked up phone,
All right.
and like this is his phone that he uses, and his car is like a normal everyday car.
All right.
He's like, why am I going to spend that money on that when I can give it to my mom or whatever, help people
Mhm.
out. And that's what he does. He actually helps people out
All
instead
right.
of spending it lavishly.
That is
you
great.
know
Yeah.
anyway.
It's that your name carries the value, but not you, the person.
Right.
That's what it is. It's like, yeah, he's worth about 10 million, but the actual person himself is not,
Yeah.
right. That is
Yep.
crazy.
Tisha Campbell, an actress married
She's
to Dwayne. I can't remember his last name. But bankrupt not too long ago.
right.
Poor. Spike Lee went through the same thing probably 10, 15 years ago.
As a director,
Yeah.
he should have
So
more. He should have more money than the actors. That's
did I
it's.
say Spike Lee? No,
Yeah.
not Spike Lee. Oh my gosh, why did I say Spike
Oh,
Lee?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know who I'm talking about.
Black dark skin guy.
Dark skin guy.
Like,
Yes.
what the heck? I know exactly what you mean. Somebody help us.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Somebody in the comments help
Blade,
us.
the guy who
Yeah.
played Blade. What the?
Yeah.
Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes.
Oh man, yeah, Wesley Snipes.
Tax evasion, right?
Yep, and yeah, we see it in hip hop artists too, right? So you're right. A lot of these people. Listen, man, Hollywood is fake. Okay,
It's fake.
like
It's fake.
Hollywood, it's fake. Um, if you've been watching anything, um, PDD, I'll tell you when that the documentary first came out, I was one who felt, I don't even know if hurt, not hurt, but I felt like my childhood was robbed from me
I
because
didn't get to watch it yet. Yeah.
basically there's some artists, not all, there's some artists that I grew up on that was hardcore and they would kill a fly if it they'll shoot a fly and kill it. Like, these guys were hardcore and I believed them. You know what I mean? I probably screwed my face at the next man passing next to me because I just listened to this guy's album.
Yeah.
And here I am in 2025, and you try to tell me a little scrawny little guy is doing all this stuff to you? And this is the life you live in? But they were rapping against these things and they were doing it. So yeah, Hollywood and all this entertaining thing, just take it for what it is, man. It's just like,
Mhm.
don't get carried away, don't sell yourself. Like, it's crazy.
That's exactly what it is. You said sell yourself. That's exactly what it is. You got to sell yourself to get, it's almost like a gang. You got to get jumped in. So you got to sell your soul, sell yourself,
Yep.
forget about your value, your true values, right? And take on a different persona,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then when you're done, when you're now with the cancel culture, they cancel you and you're done. You're finished.
That's it.
That's it. There's
Easy.
no more you. That's
Uh,
it.
How did we even get to this place in the
What's the
world?
comment? Is it
Hmm?
a thing to chase after a popular person like in sports and music? Want to know what y'all think? Hmm.
Is
To chase after in what aspect? I mean, for me, I think now as an adult, like where I'm at in my stage of the life right now, I know that these people, like we just said, they're not really making the kind of money that they perceive to be making.
right,
And if they are making money, kudos to them. That's
mm,
their job. It's a
right.
job,
It is.
right?
It is.
And they work hard for what they earn. So yeah, I mean, I'm not chasing. I don't do that.
I've I've never been starstruck. Um, I don't know if it's the environment I grew up in. I've
Mhm.
met a lot of stars. I'm talking like I'm not talking about oh that guy was shining for a day and he disappeared. Like I've met stars. Like you call the name, and it's like whoa, and I just walk next to them or just say how you doing and just keep it moving.
Yeah,
I've never ever had. Oh my God, it's no. I saw Brandy at York Dillon walk right up to her. What up? Never been starstruck.
yeah,
Um, so no, you don't. You see, we get caught up in what these people are doing. They entertain us. They make us feel better. You have a broken heart, you could listen to Luther Vandross. He will make you feel better.
mm,
You feel there was you watch a movie, Denzel, he makes you feel better. But it's not actual Denzel Washington himself
yeah,
or whoever is making you feel better. It's the music, it's the acting, it's what they do. um we get caught up in, well, this is who Denzel is. No, this is what Denzel the person, this is how he acts on television. But when you
yeah,
see it in person, you meet a whole different person. You're like, well, no, you don't know that person, you know the person on screen. So we don't we
mhm,
should we shouldn't be chasing after these people. It's nice to acknowledge them and tell them, hey, you did such and such for me in my life, those type of things. But to chase after people, no,
I
no.
realize that more and more because I'm on like social media a lot. And not so much stars, but like I'm referring to like social media, TikTok, for example.
Yeah,
A lot of them, like, you don't know me. You
yeah.
know what I let you know
You
about
see,
me,
yeah,
or
exactly.
what you think you know about me is what
Mm-hmm.
I present to you, but you don't really know me. You don't
Facts.
know me. So when you see me in the streets, you know what you see I portray,
Right.
right? Same thing you just said, basically,
Mm-hmm.
it's just exactly that. It's
Yep.
an image that they're portraying. They're not that person. And
They're
then
not that.
that's telling as well when, for example, let's use Cardi B. I don't want
Mm-hmm.
my kids to hear my music.
Right.
This is what I do
Oh.
for work.
Mm-hmm.
My kids don't need to know this.
Yeah.
My real self is whatever her name is at home,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
But yet she's feeding your kids with all that knowledge, boy.
That's right.
Woo! And your kid is like, oh my God, it's
It's what
Cardi.
sells. It's what's selling, right?
I don't think Cardi B is. Anyway, I'll keep my thoughts to myself.
Yeah, I
I
know
don't see
Cardi.
not. I don't see nothing about her. When
I
she first came
tell
out, her lyrics, I was like, oh, she could rap, but that's it for me.
no, no, no. When I knew Cardi, like I you hear what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
knew Cardi.
yeah. It's
The
yeah. It's like
Cardi that
what?
I
No.
knew, the
Right.
Cardi that I knew was when she was in the club,
Okay. Yeah.
blink blink.
Yeah.
When she was in the club doing her thing,
Mm,
and then I don't know what happened. Somehow she got discovered for doing, or maybe somebody took a chance on her and
yeah.
said this will sell because she's doing this
Right.
and she's doing this. Let's marry the two, and then
Mm,
she blew up from there.
yep.
She couldn't rap. She
Oh.
Serato every day. What is that? What it's called? Serato?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
No. 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 Something tune. Oh.
Auto tuner.
Auto tune.
Auto
Yeah.
tuner. Look at me getting all these words wrong tonight.
That's all right.
Auto tuner. See, I don't know this stuff. I talk about my stuff that I know on Minds in
Right.
Motion. But,
So you
but
see,
yeah.
we say all this to say, at the end of the day, here you are watching a TV that everything is polished, nice, and you're in your mind, um, these actors are getting millions of dollars, and you would definitely do anything to get to that position. Well, not all of you, but some of you. And the little job on the side where you have to clean the gutter, dig the dirt, make earnest money, which is your money.
Mhm.
We frown on these people, which is actually making life better for us, right? Like the garbage man, for instance. Nobody respects the garbage man, but what if nobody picks up your garbage?
That's it.
I'm pretty sure you couldn't sit in the house and watch a TV with your house stinking with garbage, right? So we put our attention to these so-called celebrity stars or whatever we call them, and the people that's doing the everyday, including us, because you do the everyday too. We front on ourselves. Wild.
Oh boy. So you know what? Do you realize that we almost talked for an hour already?
Yeah.
Um, so there's been a request from the back
What, to attack novelists?
for us to quick cut each other.
Didn't we do that already?
I think we've done that before, but
That's boring.
yeah, I think maybe people can ask us questions. I like that. I like that. Red Cedar asks us questions, and so if you're watching on any of the platforms,
Yeah.
we want to say thank you first of all from watching on Facebook Dissecting, Facebook TDN, on YouTube Dissect TV, on YouTube TDN, and Twitch. We're
Which,
also on Instagram.
which,
So, whatever platform you're watching from, don't be ashamed, don't be afraid. Send your questions and you can ask us questions
yeah.
and we'll answer them for you tonight.
You have 10 minutes.
Um,
Anything personal that you want.
yeah, ask us personal questions.
Me, I'm a different breed. Like I'll tell you, like a guy in the back came in earlier and said, "Let's put novelists on the spot." And then he said, "What? You think I afraid you?" I tell everybody. And there's some people who's watching this program that they're probably smiling because they know how I am. I'm no one to fear. I'm not God. God, you should fear. You see my words? I'm afraid of my words sometimes.
Mhm.
My brain will tell my mouth, "Yo, chill." And it's like my mouth is like, "Oh, well, I said it already." So,
Yeah, this is why I don't really interact with people much. I stay to myself. I stay home because I know
yep.
how I could get. I could get
Mhm.
ignorant. I could be very um
Would you say it's
easy.
ignorant though?
Huh?
Would you say it's ignorant though?
No, no. Well, I wouldn't say it's ignorant. I don't know.
For me, okay. For me, I've experienced a lot of things in life, good and bad. Um, I am not the most knowledgeable person on the planet, far
Mhm.
from it, but I do have a lot of knowledge on things that people probably won't even pay attention to.
Yeah.
So the minute you start with your foolishness, it's like I'm hearing a mosquito going by. Zzz, that's annoying me. You don't have facts. You're speaking out of your right, the other hole
Mhm.
that's not there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shut you down. I don't care how you feel because I'm gonna shut you down with facts. Facts is truth. So as long
Yeah.
as I know I'm killing you with truth, I don't care how you feel. I don't care how you take it. So for me, it's not about being ignorant or anything. I listen to everybody's opinion, and I have a psychotic. It's like psychotic. I, excuse me. I got
Psychotic
this sarcastic. I got
or
this
sarcastic.
sarcastic look. I will do when you're talking foolishness.
But you know what? That was a Freudian slip of the tongue. So maybe you are what?
Maybe I am. Yeah,
Psychotic.
psychotic. Maybe I am a little bit psychotic. you know, but
Oh,
no, like
gosh.
I don't entertain foolishness, especially if I know it's right. I know it's facts. So no, I wouldn't call it ignorance. We are who we are.
Yeah. No,
So we
I'm
stay out of
I'm
the public.
I like people, but I don't like people at the same time, if that makes any sense. Uh,
Yep.
uh, be chasing an image. What was that to? Tell us, what's this? Tell us an island or Caribbean fete you want to attend.
You want
My
to go?
own. My own event that I want to put together that I've been trying to tell my partner here, let's do it. It's coming. Don't worry.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Yeah,
coming.
so that's the fete that I would
That's the
like to
fact.
attend. My own, the one that I've conjured up in my mind, how I want it to look. And I'm not going to say it here, but I'll tell my partner what I want it to look like. And
All
then you'll see what it's going to look like. And I
right,
hope you do come too, Red Cedar, if you are in the Toronto area.
all right. What what island or thing would I? Well, yeah, jewels. I like to, whenever that happened. But but to be fair to your question, I had my own answer before she said that. Um, not in Canada. Like the the the, the question. I want to take the question itself to the island, and that would be Grenada. I would like to
Mm,
go to Grenada and enjoy the real job in Grenada. That's what.
that is my dream. That is my dream for this summer. That was my dream. Uh, Notice I said was. The ticket alone is $1,700 to
To go to.
go.
Yeah.
Um, then accommodations, even though I have family that live there,
Right.
I don't mind
Yeah.
sleeping on the floor, you know.
Yo,
I go sleep
listen.
on my great grandfather's grave at Grand Anse Beach, you know, because
That
um
I wasn't going a little far, but
but yeah, that one day I'd love to do Spice Mass.
yeah.
Grenada is definitely a different kind of vibe. It
Hmm.
is. Grenadian people, oh yeah, Grenada is a different type of vibe
Yeah.
on its
And
own.
the reason why I want to do Grenada, it's I love jab jab music. Like jab jab and bouillon music. I love it. So it's like I want to see, like, I know what the culture is like,
Hmm.
and I know it has a lot of there's a lot of closeness to the stuff that we do in Dominica too. So it's like I would just like to experience that.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
everywhere is expensive to go now. But yeah, any more? No more questions. All right, good. So that was
Yeah,
quick. That
I
was
think there
quick.
was. I don't, you know what I'm used to doing my own questions out, my own comments on the
Mhm.
screen. So
Right.
I was overstepping our moderator in a few of the questions, but
Oh,
there
yeah, yeah,
was
yeah. You have a moderator in the back.
no, I know, but I'm like thinking man's in motion, and then
Tell
I'm back
us your
here, and
biggest. Tell us your biggest risk. That was one of the questions. Our
yeah,
moderator
to me,
probably
biggest
fell asleep.
risk.
So
Go ahead.
my biggest risk. Wow, my biggest risk, boy. I don't know. I'm not
I
a
have a
risky
lot.
person.
I'm very risky.
Yeah.
I'm risky in a calculated way.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. I'm pretty sure I said my biggest risk before on the show. I can't think of one right now. Yeah.
I
What's
think
your
one
what's
of
your risk?
my biggest risk, getting married.
I was thinking that
Times two.
that's your biggest risk.
Times two.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. I
Yeah.
mean,
I-
it
I-
is risky. You
It
know,
is risky. Yeah, when you say it, yeah, it
you
is.
do it once and then you do it twice and you're like, oh,
You
this
know
is a
what?
risk.
You know what? Good answer. Good answer. That
You're
was
like,
a good
I
answer, actually.
enjoy being by
Yeah.
myself.
Oh, I
I
love it.
enjoy not having to do these things.
Well,
But yeah, it was a risk. And, you know, I
you,
enjoy the risk right
you know
now
what?
that
I
so
yeah.
far. Hmm.
I'm gonna have to take that. That was my biggest risk. And don't ask the other question because it will be that answer too. Listen, I love my life now. Like I can say I would never get married again, but I love work. Peace of mind is the best
Hmm.
thing. After breathing on the planet, a peace of mind is
Yeah.
the best thing. The best love you could have in this planet is kids.
Yes.
And I got all three. I breathe, I got a peace of mind, and I got three beautiful kids who tell
Wonderful.
me that they love me. So yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Well, thanks for that question. Red Cedar,
Yeah.
you have a lot of great questions.
Ritzy,
Tell
they're trying
us
to put Novus
something.
on the spot.
Tell us something you did as a young person that you won't do now. Wow.
Wouldn't do now.
That wouldn't do now. As a young person, I'll tell you what I did as a young person that I know I already had it have it queued for some reason.
All right.
Something that I used to do as a young person is I would stew, like I would fester on something. Something would bother me and I wouldn't speak up or say anything about it. Now, as an adult, especially at my age, I won't tell you what that is,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't care anymore. I just tell
Yeah.
you like it is.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
then whatever, you like it, you like it, you don't, you don't. Um, I just say it like it is. It needs to be said.
Mm-hmm.
And if you think I have a problem, then I have a problem.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's,
But I said it.
if you think I have a problem, that is you thinking I have a problem. That's not me. So I don't have a problem with you thinking what you want. It's your brain. I don't care.
I said it.
Yep.
That's
So
is that yours too?
mine is no. Um, mine is kind of deeper than that. But I like how you said that because one thing I always said, I wish I was older when I was younger. I say that all the time
Mhm.
because yeah, it's like we speak how we feel.
Yeah.
We speak what we see.
Yeah.
Back when we were younger, we could not address certain things. First
Yeah.
of all, you would tell shut up when big people are talking. So if you had an opinion, then you kept that to yourself. That's number
Right.
one problem.
Mm-hmm.
So what I think those things do to you, it really compresses your mind as a child or a teenager or a young adult. And then, once you get, well, for me, once I got to like maybe like 30-ish, I became more blunt.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like your feelings, not that your feelings did not matter, but there is certain things when your feelings should not matter, right? So
Yeah.
so I agree with you on that. um Three things I did as a,
Three. Oh,
you want to
okay.
say three? I'll say two. I'll say two. Two things I've done as a young person. I mean, I still do them now, but I kind of wish I actually never got involved in it. I can't remember what to say that on air. I've been saying this in my mind since I was a young adult, maybe in my 20s. I wish I never drank alcohol when I was at period.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was right, I wish I never drank. I wish I never smoked.
Hmm.
Here's a third one.
I
I,
mean, you could stop, you know.
I can stop, but here's the thing. It's not about stopping. It's wishing that it never
Never
took place.
happened. Okay, I hear you.
Right?
I hear
So
you. Right.
I heard people like this is not the first time I'm saying this. So what you just said, I've heard it millions. Well, you could just stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I know what it feels like.
Yeah.
I wish I did not know what it felt like.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want the last one?
Yes.
Sex.
You wish you didn't experience it?
Three
Hmm.
in life. I'm
I
like,
mean, younger or now?
younger. No,
Oh,
not
younger.
now.
Okay.
Yeah, now okay, again, you know what it is.
Yeah.
So I've had
So you would
as
have
a
been like
man,
the 40-year-old virgin kind of person?
yeah, and I think
Okay.
I would be perfectly fine with this. Hear me out though.
Yeah.
As a teenager, like, okay, let's just be real. We know that sex has been weaponized, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we are basically just sticking our stuff on each other randomly. So whether it's a man doing it with a girl, or one partner to next partner to next partner to next partner. This
Yeah.
is how we are living our lives, right? Being older now, you could, after the action, it depends on the person. You could feel very, very empty,
Mm-hmm.
right? And like I said, it depends on the person. You have a connection with the person, you could actually sit down, have fun with the person, poke at
Yeah.
them, just chill. You feel one with that person. You feel, you know what I mean? You feel comfortable. You feel a oneness. You feel
Yeah.
satisfied,
Yeah.
right? So now I know that feeling. So no, I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't say nah, but yeah, as a young teenager or a young adult, yeah, I wish I never did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I understand. I think we talked about this one time on the live too. When we were, sorry, when I said on the live, when we went live on TikTok, we
Yeah.
talked about energy,
Yeah.
right? That is passed through you to the next person.
Yep.
It's literally DNA that you're passing
Yep.
through one person to the next.
Yep.
And you become one, you become part of that person. And do you want to be connected with that person for the rest of your life?
That's the whole thing.
Not necessarily.
So I see all
Not
this, and
necessarily.
I know there's men watching that. Novelist is a crazy man. What novelist? Listen, think about it. If you slept with 100 females from, I don't know, 16 years old to however old you are right now, you're connected to all those females.
Mm-hmm.
So think about it. As a woman or a man, you wake up in the morning or sometime toward the day, and you're going through like this depression that's just happening. You're going through this mood. You don't know what it is. This is like basically somebody else that you're connected with is probably going through something that you're feeling, and you have no explanation why you're feeling
Yeah.
this. So yeah, that's
Absolutely.
that's one thing I wish.
That could be a whole show by itself.
That is a
We
whole show
talk
by
about
itself.
that. I'm probably gonna do one of those on Minds in Motion.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for real,
So
for real. For real,
so
for real.
I hope that answers everybody's question. 804, the game is over. We gotta go.
Thank you for asking those questions.
Right? Most
And
definitely.
we appreciate you tuning in on all of the platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram, TDN and Dissect.
Hmm.
We appreciate that for sure. For sure, for
Sure.
sure. Hmm.
So hopefully next week we won't continue this conversation and we'll have a guest. But
Yeah.
this was fun. We came on here. We actually didn't speak and say, "Hey, let's talk about this today." We had, just
No
freestyle.
agenda. No
Yeah,
agenda. Yeah.
I actually love how it turned out. Like we basically jumped all over the place, but stayed in one place. So I hope that was entertaining and educational for you guys.
Hmm.
You guys, that this show just made you guys get a little closer to us. You know how we think and feel about certain things. So,
Hmm.
yeah, and don't be shy next time to ask us questions. All right.
Yes.
So we'll see you guys next week. Right back here, TDN TV, Dissect TV. Make sure you subscribe to the channel that you got it locked in, and please just do us a favor, press the share button. All right.
That's right.
You guys have a blessed week and the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Peace.
First to the Dissect team because you guys make today possible.
Thank you.
Special shout out to everyone who's made the film possible. To everyone.
Or if you don't want to look at it like that, dissect all you really, I mean dissecting.
I like
The comments of people that saying things.
I don't even know how to respond to that, to be honest.
Could be the past when you were like,
anytime.
Recorded a whole song with a newborn baby breastfeeding.
And while performing, the cord drop out the mic.
This guy took his sock. His socks
And
off.
put it over the mic.
Put it over the mic.
Oh my.
You know you have to love yourself first.
I love to sing.
Just know how to dance.
Yeah.
And then the people who think the comments are bothering.
The meds I was on was about the lack of respect.
My brain don't work so fast when it comes to them real day. Him say when him wake up a morning time, him a float.
That was the funniest thing ever happened to me.
You